Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. Virgo, I'm going to be doing your April reading for you. We are going to be focusing the reading on both you and your person. We're going to look at where you are energetically, where your person is energetically, that connection, that energetic connection between you, their intentions towards you, and what you can do to help this connection. And if you do shift with that, what the potential outcome is, because this is a reminder to us all that we are energy. We're simply energy, and emotion is energy, emotion, emotion. And sometimes we're emitting out something that we're unaware of. And as I go through the reading, and if it resonates with you, it may come as a surprise to you. You may already know it in terms of what energy you're projecting out and how the universe is responding. But it should also give you some insight into your person as well. If the reading resonates, I would be so grateful if you would comment, like, share, subscribe. If it doesn't resonate, it simply means it wasn't for you at this time. There'll always be a reading out there for you at exactly the right time, guided by spirit. And although my readings are time-stamped, they are timeless, so they are for whenever they resonate with you. Okay, my darlings, let's move forward with your reading. I'm going to be using mainly my Spirit Song Tarot, and I might pull some other cards if Spirit guides me to do so. But first of all, we're going to see where you are energetically right now. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for Virgo. Well, that flew out. And we have, now this has appeared in a lot of my readings today, we have the Six of Feathers, which is the Six of Swords, transition and insight. I feel with you that there is a sense of freedom from wherever you were, whatever feeling, whatever space energetically you were in before. I feel that you feel freer, you feel lighter, you feel brighter, and you feel a certain hope for the future. Now, this card is also saying that there is hope for you, because everything happens for our greatest good. So wherever you've been in the past, I think you've looked back on it, you've reflected it, and I can see that from the card on the bottom of the deck, which I'll come on to. But you are moving forward now. And although you don't know what is sort of up ahead of you, you're excited about it, and there is solutions for you. There are things that are happening. You've just got to keep focusing on that horizon and keep moving forward. You know, the dragonfly in this card represents deep insight as well, that deep wisdom, that deep knowledge that we gain from going within. All the answers lie within us. And I know you may have heard me say that many times before, but you know, our intuition is our soul. Our soul is a piece of divinity, a piece of the universe. And if we were just but to listen all the time, we would gain all this extraordinary insight. And you are doing that, and you are gaining insight. Sorry, I'm so sorry. And the dragonfly also talks about that sort of, as I said, that transition, that transcendence to a higher vibration as well. And it's brought you into a place of hope, of trust, of faith, of light, of blessings, of just feeling that you've sort of kick-started yourself. I think you felt very stagnant for a while. I'm sort of always getting like a dragonfly in that sort of space of a sort of a bog or whatever, but you've kind of come out of that, and you've had to do those changes. It's been necessary for you to move forward as well. You've got the World card on the bottom of the deck, so that talks to me that you've reached the end of a cycle, and you are feeling a certain sense of fulfillment. You sort of know that there's something new coming in for you, there's changes that are afoot in your life, and you can kind of feel it, and you can't see it yet, but you can kind of feel it. You may be getting some sort of signs from the universe, because those signs we get from the universe are always signposts from God, from the universe, about what's best for our soul's evolution, for our soul's growth, for our soul's remembering what it always knew before it came to earth. And the whale is the guardian of the cosmos, so you've been very protected on this journey. And with the World card, it's about reaching the end of a cycle, having been given this period of rest and reflection, because we're never asked to jump from one cycle to another without a pause. Literally, there's been a pause button with you. And that has been very necessary for the deep level doing you've been doing, that deep level healing that you may have been unaware of, but it's happening all the time, because all the time we have the choice to recreate ourselves anew in any given moment, and you've certainly been making those choices, and it's been empowering for you. So this is beautiful. And now I'm seeing the Magician card. So you are manifesting, you're in control of your life. And I really feel like you know that now, that your thoughts drive your thoughts, your actions, everything is a manifestation. And we do it consciously or subconsciously, but I feel like you're doing it consciously now, which is just beautiful. So let's put that back in the deck there for now. And let's move ahead to where your person is right now that you're thinking about. Thank you for Virgo. Thank you. So you've got the Knight of Cups, which is the flamingo card. So the Knight of Cups, so for me, pages are about transitional messages. Knights are about movement. Kings and queens are about being. So this is a movement card. This is where they are right now with the Knight of Cups. This is the flamingo, charm and passion. So this is a message of love. But love in its right form, not conditioned love, not needy love, but just love. They're very charming. They're very passionate. The Knight of Cups has a tendency to rush in and say things, but be slightly fearful, a bit like the King of Cups. They have a huge amount of emotion, but sometimes they don't know quite how to say it. But this is where they are right now. But they're not rushing in just yet. You've got this Knight of Cups, this flamingo is standing on one leg and is looking down at the water. They're looking at their emotions. They're looking at how they're feeling right now. I've got the Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck here. And this period of time is helping them to renew their optimism about where they are in their life right now. Because the Four of Cups is also a reflective time. And it depends on which way that person who's reflecting takes it. They can either sit in the space of feeling very sorry for themselves about what's happened in the past, feeling sorry for themselves about where they are right now and feeling fear for the future, or they can choose to take that fourth cup and they can choose to look at a brand new start from a different perspective, having a different perspective. I can't speak, they need to speak, a different perspective on life. So that's where they are right now. This is in relation to you. So now we're going to see the connection, the energetic connection between you. What's sort of going back and forth at the moment? Thank you. Well, choices, 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 choice, trust, the lover's card, the love card. There is, and I'm feeling with this, it's not so much your choice because you're the dragonfly. You're sort of flying upwards. Okay, you're on that mission. You're sort of flying upwards, and you're moving in a direction that you know is right for you. The connection between you with the Lover's card shows that there's a huge amount of connection there. There is a huge amount of love there, but there is a fear there. You see, and you may have heard me say this before, we all have within us two wolves. We have the fear wolf and the love wolf, and the wolf that leads the pack is the wolf you feed. So don't feed the fear wolf. But there's a lot of work, there's a lot of that deep inner work that's going on at the moment in terms of both of you sort of overcoming the fear of this, to choose to trust in this relationship, to choose to trust in this love. I feel like this is a new relationship for you. I feel like you've come away from something, okay? And this is why you've had this insightful time, this transition, and we had that World card, that end of that cycle, and now we've got this Knight of Cups, this person who's come in, who's got a huge amount of emotion. But there is, with both of you, although you have a deep knowing about this, maybe this reading is just to confirm to you, but there is a fear here as well, because we act on two extremes, either fear or love. And fear has that tendency to hide, to hurt sometimes, to hoard, to harm, to kind of contract in, to close off. And love, it expands, opens up, heals, shares. And it's about not feeding the fear wolf and trusting in this connection as well. Because, but interesting enough, both those wolves, do you see the new cycle there? This is a new cycle. Both those wolves are heading in the same direction, and that direction is the sun, it's happiness. So let's have a look now to see what are their intentions towards you. Thank you for Virgo. So you've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is the spider in this card, okay? This is the Nine of Pentacles. And you have here security and abundance. So they very much see you as somebody who is consciously creating their life, consciously manifesting. The spider is a master of her craft, of his or her craft. So whatever you do, however you portray yourself energetically, it is somebody to be taken seriously. It's somebody who people have a huge amount of admiration and have a huge amount of respect for. You have a extraordinary patience within you, which is a real gift to have, by the way. But you are consciously creating, you're weaving together as the spider, your desires, your life path together. So whatever you're doing, I don't know if you're a healer or whatever you do, you're doing it beautifully. And so Spirit is saying, well done. The spider also, recreates anew all the time. And so this is a reminder to us that we were created to create, but we can recreate ourselves anew in any given moment, simply from shifting our perspective about how we think about things and doing a lot of observing and gaining insight from that. So there is that patience, there's a meticulousness in your craft as well. And you've worked very hard for your achievements. And this is, this is their intentions towards you. I feel that there is, they're gaining confidence. I've got this Knight of Acorns on the bottom of the deck, which is the Knight of Wands. They want to move things forward, have action. There is a drive there. They're kind of brimming down that road with passion and enthusiasm, and they kind of want to do it their way. They know it's their happiness. You see the Sun card there as well. But this is a reminder for you that I think you can be quite, not aloof is the word, but sort of you don't say a huge amount. You're very focused on what you're doing and what's right for you. And I think it makes them a little bit nervous sometimes, but their intentions are good. Their interest is there and their intentions are good. So let's have a look now to see what can you do to help this connection. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. And they want to be that, this security, this abundance, they want to be that same for you. So you are in, this is the 5 of feathers, this is the 5 of swords, strategy and resilience, okay? And I think this is the armadillo. I think it's the armadillo. So the 5 of swords is about that negative space, that fear space that we can find ourselves in. What if this happens? What if that happens? It's that worry hamster wheel of thoughts which traps us in one energetic space and doesn't allow us to move forward. And this. With the armadillo, I think this is where I come back to that spider and being slightly aloof. I think you've put up a protective barrier around yourself for fear of being hurt again. You've got this resilience. You may not realize you have it. You may have your heart chakra may be slightly blocked because you want to shield yourself against emotional harm. And the way these cards have fallen with those 2 wolves, they're heading towards that Knight of Cups. So your heart knows what it wants. So trust in your heart. Stop listening to this, trust in this, okay? Because you do have that inner strength to move forward. You have, stand firm for what you believe. And when I say what you believe, I don't mean to say in terms, stand firm in what your knowing is. Stand firm in what your feelings are. Listen to your feelings. It's so important because with that, you're also giving yourself that self-respect. You're listening to yourself. You're listening to your direct perception on life, not others' indirect perception. So Spirit is saying, try and release some of that protectiveness and try and let go and let God. And if you trust this connection, and I'm hearing almost too good to be true, but if you trust it, it's come in for you for a reason. And 2 people are together because energetically they complement each other. I don't know if you've noticed in your life that people fall out of your life, and that's because energetically they're not in the right space for you, or you're not for them. But you 2 have been brought together. Keep focusing on what's right for you, that transition, that insight with that dragonfly. But you are you don't need to know all the answers just yet. The answers will always come in at the right time for you. So, and now I'm seeing the Four of Wands, which is lovely, which is the beautiful partnership commitment card. So let's have a look now at that sort of potential outcome. If you can unprotect, put down some of those barriers of resistance. Thank you, Spirit. and here he comes again. Your Knight of Acorns. You're going to allow him to come in, brimming down that road with enthusiasm. Oh, my Alexa's talking to me. Brimming down that road with enthusiasm and passion and love for you. And do you see, as above, down below with the acorn? It's already happening in the 5D. It's already happening. Let him come in. Let him come in. Or her, sorry, it's a habit of mine, but let him or her come in. And there you have the Moon card, which I do love to see here with this Moon card, because this Moon card talks about things yet unknown, facing your fears. But with facing your fears, have that wonderful deep insight like the owl, that deep knowledge. And those insights tend to come at nighttime. Listen to your dreams. Don't, when you face your fears, it's about unpicking yourself. It's about saying, okay, why do I feel triggered by this? Where does that come from? Because we all think we deal as an adult with things that come into our lives, situations, experiences, problems, whatever, or questions that we need answers to. So we feel like we deal with them from an adult space, but most of the time we don't. We're dealing with it from our inner child who's responding to that, because we have conditioned ourselves to have repetitive thought patterns about things. We've told ourselves things over the years that just aren't true, but we've come to believe them. And that's why the Moon cards come here. Listen to yourself, listen to your dreams, listen to that insight you get in the middle of the night when you wake up. Have a journal by the side of your bed and note it down. But this is beautiful. And that's going to help you because you've got the Two of crystals here, which is the Two of Pentacles. It's going to help you have so much balance and be able to take your own leap forward, but in a very balanced way. This is the kangaroo. It's going to allow you to adapt to what's coming into your life, because you're going to see it from a different understanding and a different perspective. And it's really going to help you accomplish your goals. And you've gone through so much already, and you've learned so much already. And that's going to bring you into this Queen of Acorns, this Queen of Wands. Passion, creativity. We were created to create. The Queen of Wands is somebody who is so brimming full of love and ideas and inspiration and love for others, and in her element, in her space. And that's who you are. I am feeling with this Knight of Wands that your person doesn't feel, and this is why that Nine of Pentacles, you remember I talked about that, whatever you do, you're amazing at doing it. And this person, this Knight of Acorns, doesn't feel quite good enough for you. So, and that's maybe because you're not sharing as much as they want you to share, because you're fearful of opening up too much and being vulnerable. But vulnerability is an extraordinary thing, because once you speak your truth, then the universe responds. And if you're speaking your truth from a place of love, then it's a wonderful opportunity to release a lot of things that you maybe haven't realized you've been holding on to out of fear or just conditioning. But this is a lovely love story. And trust this connection. Your soul knows. Your soul is heading towards this flamingo here, who's staring at this water, wondering what to do and how to do it, and all of these emotions they feel. Your soul knows, my darling. This is the person for you. All right, my darling. So listen, take care. Stay safe. I'm going to be doing, now I've got my internet sorted out, I'm going to be doing your reading again for you in a couple of weeks' time. But in the meantime, do take care and stay safe and enjoy the weather if it's very beautiful where you are. Bye-bye.